American League Baseball coming up. The Yankees at home. Gary Thorne, John Kruk, Steve Phillips. 2K Major League Baseball. And we've got Mike Leakey. He's the starting pitcher. And what is it about this Baltimore lineup that they'll be looking for from him today?
This lineup should not be much of a problem for this righty on the mound today. He has some of the best stuff in the game, one of the elite pitchers. He should be able to go through them easily and retire outs.
Here's the lineup for the Orioles.
I think when the other team looks at this.
Up now, the center fielder. He'll be leading off the game. First pitch coming up. The pitch. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
He let that four-seam fastball go up and in the zone. It's up in his eyes. You can see it well. He just couldn't pull the trigger.
On the ground to first. Number 10. And that's out number 1 as he takes it to the bag. I will take a quick look at the Yankees and how they'll be fielding defensively. Highlights, John, from these fielders.
Well, even though he's gotten a little bit older, Brian Roberts is still a guy who's very consistent defensively. You got to love having a guy like that on the field because he's such a smart player. He positions himself well. Rarely do you see him out of position. Very dependable. That's what you want from your second baseman.
Mike Leake quickly ahead on that pitch. It goes to 0-2.
A lot of times when you try to overswing, a lot of times it slows your bat down. That's what happened here. That's why that two-seamer got by him.
Got him there. That was a nice strikeout.
I'll tell you what, you get a fastball up over triple digits. It's an absolute blur to the hitter. It gets on him so quickly, there's about nothing he can do with it.
Number 3 hitter up. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
The location and velocity are critical in throwing the fastball. He runs his good fastball up and away right here, and it's a take pitch.
Called strike on a fastball, and it's 0-2.
Well, the hitter struggles with curveballs when he's behind in the count. I suspect they're going to go to the hook.
Has to get him to golf at that one, but he lays off, and 1-2 count.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to fish for that one, though.
Swung on, popped way up to shallow right, and Reyes is there. That's caught. Side is retired. Nobody left on base. No runs or hits here in this half inning. And the Yankees. And our starting pitcher for Baltimore. Steve, what do you think his strategy is going to be against this Yankees lineup?
Not one of the better right-handers on the mound right here against a lineup that can put some runs up on the board. If he throws it over the plate, this lineup can do some damage. So he's going to have to really work the corners and rely upon his movement.
A little too eager, and he's behind 0-2.
Boy, he just couldn't wait for that changeup to get in the strike zone. You can't try to chase it. You have to let it come to you.
Got him. One away.
Well, K-Cam registers this at 86 miles per hour. Some pretty good break.
That was not a good-looking swing on that pitch.
Well, good at-bat starts with good swings, and bad at-bats end with bad swings. And I think he'd want that last swing back if he had the choice.
And Reyes is batting.
Well, playing within the AL East like they are today, the Yankees 39-33 last year. But most of that damage done against the bottom dwellers in the division. They did not fare nearly as well against the Rays and Red Sox.
He sends this one in the air towards center. 2 away. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, you talk about guys who are fun to watch play. Brian Roberts is at the top of that list. He makes things happen. Occasionally he'll hit the ball of the ballpark, but that's not his game. Working pitchers, getting on base, scoring runs, that's what Brian Roberts is all about.
Going to be Castillo now. There's a swing and a smash. And that's out number 3. No runs, no hits, no one left on. This game is Flores at the plate. He'll start us out here in the second. Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Curveball that time. Misses inside. Evens the count at 1.
Gary, the numbers seem to indicate he likes to go fastball on a 1-1 count, trying to get back ahead again.
Line drive fouled off towards first. 1-2 pitch coming. Fastball swung out and missed. Struck him out. One away.
Okay, Cam's going to show us the four-seam fastball here.
This is a tough pitch to handle, but he takes the swings anyway.
Johnny had to do that, right?
Well, it would have been a strike regardless, but sometimes you got to make the pitcher work a little bit harder out there for the good of the team.
And it's Ortega at the plate.
Boy, a long time ago, remember when the O's and Yanks used to square off at the top of the division? Well, it's been a while since then, but the fans still kind of battle each other in this series.
Light leaked quickly ahead on that pitch. It goes to 0-2. Certainly the unbalanced schedule that has these teams in every division playing each other 18 or 19 times has made it really tough for the Orioles to go against that Eastern Division, and that has faded that Yankee rivalry, John.
And last year, an example of that yet again is the Yankees were able to take 13 of the 18 meetings between them and the O's. Kind of punctuates the difference between the top and the bottom of the AL East.
And their number 6 hitter. Hit in the air to center field. That falls in. First hit of the ball game.
Boy, after 2 outs, they finally got a man on board right here in this inning. So let's see if they can get back-to-back hits going and maybe get some momentum.
And we're going to see Martinez here. He swings, hits a ball to right field. That'll do it as they put that one away. And Mike Leake will head in. And he's off to a command. Just a little chilly here tonight. No sign of precipitation, though. And the cleanup man stands in. He's going to start the second for the home team. Took something off, and it swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, he clearly fooled him right there. He had him thinking fastball, and he pulled the string on it. Got him to swing right through it.
And he's on in front on that pitch, so he's in the hole now. 0-2.
Well, anytime you recognize a slider, you got to be very patient with it. You can't be over anxious. You got to stay back, and then when you see it good enough, let it fly.
Here's a swing, a fly ball deep down the line and right. As he retreats back for it and gets the out. And Romero's in the box.
You know, it always seems like young teams struggle when they go on the road. And for the Orioles in 2011, that was part of the story. They just couldn't find road wins.
Swings and misses. The good change right there. 0-1. And with a young pitching staff for the Orioles, the road games, it really showed up. The worst ERA on the road in the majors, John.
Yeah, Baltimore's record on the year would end up being 30-51 when they had to travel. And that mark was good for third to last in the entire majors. Just not getting it done.
He deals. Change up that time. Swings and misses. That'll be strike 3 and 2 down.
Well, they went soft with 2 strikes. They go to the changeup, completely fooling the hitter. Struck him out.
And the left fielder in. Took something off, and it swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, you talk about a guy who just corkscrewed himself into the ground. Bad timing.
It's fouled off. Hit on the ground. He dives and gets it. Throw got him. That is one heck of a play. And they're held in check here in this half inning. We'll get a look at that leadoff hitter due up here in the inning. And we're going to see Diaz here. He's going to start the third here. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. One away now. There's second baseman in the box now. Ball lays off that one inside. Ball 1.
That curveball inside right there. Pretty good pitch, but if he leaves it over the plate, he's going to get hurt.
He swings and nails a liner. And that scoots into center. That's a base hit.
Well, a good piece of hitting right there with 1 out. Now let's see what they can do with him now that they've got a man on first.
Now there's center fielder at the plate. Ground out victim last time through. Line drive. That's foul towards first. Out number 2.
Well, he got a good piece of this one, hitting a shot toward first base, but first baseman was there for the out.
And in the batter's box, it's Castro. 0 for 1 thus far. And Castillo picks that one up. Throws to second. That'll be a force out and the third out. Some good work there. Number 7 man at the plate. He's our first batter, home half of the 3rd inning. He swings now and really hit that. Catch is made.
Well, Gary, he's pitching well right now. I mean, that's 7 straight that he's retired. He is really locked in.
And it's Brian Roberts at the plate, 1 away.
Well, a rough couple years for Brian Roberts. He missed a ton of 2010 dealing with a herniated disc and missed even more time last year with the concussion.
Well, Roberts went on the 15-day DL, but after what happened to Renault and all of the discussion about concussions, the Orioles waited and waited and ended up shutting him down, John.
Yeah, those concussions are a serious thing, and it seems to be such a...
Swings, ball is clobbered high, deep to left center field. You're not going to see that one again. Home run, the Yankees are on the board. The first run of the ball game. You'll have to get that on the big fly ball and a 1-0 lead. And that run comes around to score. Solo homer. And take a look at how that affects the WPA chart.
Gary looked like he was setting on that pitch. He got it and drove it out of the park.
And what they're going to want to do in this ball game now is take advantage of that and build that momentum up.
Well, they need to still be aggressive out there and go right after him. Gary, the Yankees getting the job done here offensively, doing what they need to do.
Well, working on the 0-1 count now. This is, Steve, I guess, with that big fly, the inning these guys were hoping for.
Well, that's exactly right, Gary. I mean, you want to have the big inning. When you get that opportunity, put a number up on the board.
Changeup swung on and missed. That'll be out number 2.
But, Gary, let's check out this changeup in K-Cam. Well, this is where you want to go with 2 strikes on the hitter. You want to go down out of the zone. He swings through it, couldn't make contact with that one.
And it rolls around to the top again. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. Swings and misses the slider, 0-1.
Well, this one here was no doubt about it. The late break on that slider. I mean, what a devastating pitch, and the hitter just couldn't catch up.
Towards center field. That's caught. Side is retired. First run of the game, 3rd inning. They'll try to build on that momentum. The Yankees are on top, 1-0. And if you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Kruk, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And that's number 1. Flores at the plate. 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground up the middle. That one gets through for a base hit.
Well, he did his job right there, getting on base. Now with 1 out, let's see if they can move him around and get him in scoring position.
And it's Ortega at the plate. He's in his 4th year now. And he's got it now. Bad throw. The opportunity for offense is right now. In the box again, their left fielder. Things going his way so far. First time up, he got the single that came off Torres.
You know, he's got to be telling himself right now, if I go to the 4-seam fastball, I've got to locate it better. Than the last time when he got a hit against me.
And that single he had last time through didn't drive in anyone, but if he repeats that here, it should be enough to get the man in from second.
And a good throw gets him 2 down. And that was just a clutch defensive play. You can see how it affected the WPA chart right here. Well, let's take a look, see if the umpire got it right.
Well, let's see this again. Does he get him? He sure did. Umpire did get it right. Good hustle down the line, though.
Nice defensive play. And we're going to see Martinez here. He flew out his last time up and swung on a playable fly ball for the final out. That's the last out. This ball game is now over.
Well, they win a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching, really leading them to victory.
And it's that time in our broadcast where we bestow upon some lucky winner the player of the game honors. Mike Leake He got it done with his work on the mound.
Well, any starting pitcher will tell you that the last thing he wants to ever have to do is to turn the game over to the bullpen. They like to finish what they start, and that's exactly what he did today. He had all his pitches working, and he had complete command of the strike zone out there. He kept his lineup in check for the entire game and finished it strong.
And, Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
Well, that time again. Thanks for being with us today, Major League Baseball. For Steve Phillips, John Kruk, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Thanks, everybody.